One of the main things that I want every agent across the country, one of the biggest things I want to teach through our trainings is that this is not a competitive industry. This is not a competitive market. There is abundance in everything. There are more than enough transactions to help all of us move forward. And if we can get rid of that competitive mindset, you will make a ton of money this year. You'll help a lot more people. The question to ask is, how do I help more people, right? And we'll go back to that in a little bit, the power of that question. But first I want to dispel how, oh, this agent's, my competition. There is no agent that's your competition, right? That's only you being a small agent not trying to help more people. And when you start getting into the mindset of competitive, oh, I've got to outdo them, it brings you down to a smaller level and you're not able to actually produce, because all you're doing is actually promoting that agent, right? So by thinking about them and talking about them, oh, they're doing this or they're doing that, all you're doing is promoting them and their success, which I do suggest promoting other people's success. But I also want you to promote your own success by focusing on it. If you see somebody as competition, you will always fail to that person. But if you see them as somebody you can learn from, as a comrade, as somebody who is in the same industry as you, doing the same things, understand that every agent is limited by what they believe they're going to produce that year, by what they believe they're capable of. And so if you believe that you can help 20 transactions, 20 people that year, or you believe you're going to help 50 people that year, you've built a team and you know you're going to help 100 people, and that's your belief system, then you will go out there and you will do it, because it's an abundant thought. It's not competitive. You're not worried about, oh, is this agent marketing better than me? Is that agent, oh no, they're stealing my client. No agent can ever steal a client that is truly yours. No person can ever create a marketing campaign that you couldn't go and duplicate. And you should duplicate. If you see a really good campaign, they're doing better than you, go and take that. All of my campaigns, anything I've ever created, I want you guys to use. I want you to go and take it. If you see a funnel or you see a lead gen system that's really working, go take that system and market it for yourself. Go and utilize all the tools that I've created, because I want to see you guys do well. And then when you do something that works better than me, let me know what you're doing so that I can go and improve the lives of other agents. So it's an abundance. It's this constant growth and trying new things and learning from other people who are doing the same thing in your industry so that you can reach more people. Most agents that are perceived as competition will probably only close 12 transactions that year. Maybe they'll close 6, maybe they'll close 22, right? But most agents are not going to produce as much as you're capable of producing. And so you may see them as competition in the beginning, but eventually you'll realize that really they're not competition. In fact, they're just somebody who's trying to earn a living and just trying to do a couple deals. And even if they knew everything that you know about real estate, everything you're getting in these trainings, even if they had all of it, they probably wouldn't actually go and do it, because they don't want more than just their 6 closings or their 12 closings, and they're just happy with that. So you have to get out of the mindset of competition and get into the mindset of abundance. How much can you produce? How much do you want this year? How many people do you want to serve? How many homes would you like to sell? And how many people would you like to change their lives? When you start looking at it that way, in the mind of abundance, there are so many lead gen channels. There's so many people that will be loyal to you no matter what. They say 1/3 of the entire market will work with you no matter what if they just knew about you. If they just met you, just knew about you, 1/3 of the entire market would work with you. 1/3 of the entire market doesn't really care who they work with. You just got to get to them first, have a conversation with them, win them over, and they're going to work with you. And then another third will never, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, who you are, your best marketing materials, that 1/3 will never, ever, ever work with you. They will work with somebody else. But you should still get paid from that, don't you think? So instead of looking at all these other agents as competition, look at them as colleagues. Look at them as people who work for you, employees. Think of them in that way. And when you meet a client that oh man, I don't want to work with this one. This one's going to take a lot of energy. They're going to take a lot of time. I don't even know if they like me. You pass that along to somebody else. And I guarantee you, if you get good at this, you'll start realizing, hey, this person, this other agent, closes those deals. They seem to get along with them just fine. They close the deal. I got a little referral fee. And now I've 100% of the market. I'm getting everybody. I'm getting the people who love me. I'm working hard to market to and teach the people who don't care whether they use me or somebody else. And I'm letting them know I'm the best opportunity. I'm just top of mind. And then that 1/3 that would never work with you, you're still getting a referral fee off of them because you just pass them along to another agent. So there's no competition, there's only abundance. There's only lead generation, helping more people. How do I build more systems? How do I get known better? How do I go out and meet more people? How do I make more connections? How do I help and educate and expand my growth and expand my reach? Should be the only question that you have. How can I serve more people? How can I help more people? How can I do better? How can I become more than I am today? And if you ask those questions every single day, incrementally, you will grow, you will expand, you'll improve, and eventually you'll start looking at it and say, wow, I closed 100 transactions last year. I helped 100 families move, buy, sell, transact, improve their lives. I've moved people from the cold to Florida. I've moved people from Florida to income jobs here in New England. I've changed people's lives on a whole other level, and you're gonna sit down and you write your goals and you're gonna say, man, how do I do it again? I wanna help more people next year. And you'll never ever fall back into that trap of competition, of trying to scratch for just the scraps at the bottom. You wanna always be creative, always be asking the question, how can I serve more people? And if you come from that state of mind, you will absolutely, absolutely be successful in this business.